Hi everyone. Um, I'm recording at night, which is really weird because typically I never record at night. But there's magic going on right now in the ethers. I hope you're doing okay. I don't know if you felt it, but we shifted astrology quite a bit. Did you feel it? Are you feeling like the flirty, like Venus-y, lovey-dovey, kind of fiery Leo, intense passion energy? Because it just shifted to that like a day ago. I'm loving it. I feel like I can breathe. I feel like the emotional roller coaster is gone. And things are just flowing a lot more. So I'm curious how it is for you all. I hope you're feeling the reprieve, like whew, and release in this weekend's energy, because we're gearing up for eclipse season. Which, if you think about what you experienced the last 2 weeks, those are little previews of what September is about. I don't know if that's helpful or not, or you're like, Ash, shut up. This is gonna be what it is. Yeah, so I just was thinking about you all and just wondering how you are, how you're faring. So many people that I know are going through extreme changes in so many different areas of their life and have been feeling overwhelmed the past week and like uncertain of like what to do, and now are like starting to get some clarity. And September is really about action around the things that have come up for us in the shadows and the unsaids and the unspoken truths. Now what do we do about it, right? So there's a lot of like shoring up to get ready to kind of launch whatever it is that we're cooking, and be in like complete integrity with ourselves. So yeah, that's where we're at. And that leads me to share first that I will be off grid for the month starting tomorrow morning at like 11 a.m. tomorrow morning. I will be off grid completely, and I will not be back on the grid until September 27th. And that is because I am doing what is called Walking Water. It's this amazing organization. If you haven't looked them up, look them up. I'll put a link below if you want to check out their work and see what I'm doing out in the desert for 30 days. I think it's actually like less than 30 days, but somehow the 27th is like almost a month, and then recovery and all of that. So, but it's an amazing a walk, and it's in solidarity with indigenous peoples, the Payonadu tribes out there in the Owens Valley in California. And it's a way of really bringing awareness to many things, to this water that's being taken from these tribal lands and siphoned off to LA and supplying all of LA's water, which is devastating to these communities and these not only, human beings, but also all the non-human beings, the fish, right? The frogs, the beings of the water, all the beings of the water, the plants, right, are all impacted. And we're going to be walking through these landscapes that have been impacted, and also by the drought, right? So it's going to be really powerful and very intense physically. Sometimes it gets up to 100 out there. We're going to be hiking in that kind of weather. I'm okay. I have all I need. There's also an amazing team. They're like overly resourced. I feel very confident and very good. Shaky, but only because it feels like a big ceremony, and it feels like this isn't just a walk, right? We all know this. Like before any threshold that we're kind of giving of ourselves, we're sweating. Our sweat is our offering, right? Our shakiness of our body is our offering. Our, we give something of ourselves before ceremony. At least that's how I feel. I always am like, what am I giving, And giving time off of the grid feels pretty big. not being distracted by anything, but being fully present for a month. I can't remember the last time I was off the grid for a month. Definitely has been a dream of mine. I could spend months off the grid. And I love being on the grid for certain reasons, like being able to communicate with all of you and doing the work that I do on the grid. So and in this society, it's really helpful to not be so wrapped up, but to be present with what is happening, moment to moment, day to day, foot by footstep in the landscapes that we're traversing. There's going to be ceremony, there's going to be prayer, there's going to be song, there's going to be dance, there's going to be play, there's going to be grieving. All these different things are going to take place on this walk, and it's going to be really profound. I can already feel it. And I'm just curious. I come with a humble heart, and I'm curious to learn from these elders, these Indigenous elders, and I'm curious to understand why I was called to be in this walk. I still don't know why. I don't know. I just know that the water kept coming into my dreams and calling me. And I found it. It led me to this walk, and I just knew that it was the thing to do. So that's where I'll be. And I've already talked to a lot of you, and thank you for praying for me, giving me your blessings, sending me strength on days when it's really hard. I think it will be challenging. There will be days that it'll be difficult, and I just am grateful for your energy. I had a client say, I feel like you're going to carry all of us with you. It feels like we're all going with you. I'm like, yeah, pretty much. So y'all will be with me on this walk, and in my heart. And hopefully you experience some magic too, maybe in your dreams. Maybe you'll get a visitation from me. I tend to visit people in the realms in their dream time, especially if I'm off grid and I'm not distracted. I can do more work. So yeah. And I'm excited to come back from this pilgrimage and share what I've heard, what I noticed, what I felt from water, and what water wants to express and say. I feel like my role in this walk is to be a talker for spirits of the land. I'm a translator for spirits of deceased loved ones, and this is a different ask, to really speak for water, and the prayers of these Indigenous elders and also the ancestors of these lands and what they want to share now. So I'm very curious. I'm very excited. I have a lot of anticipation, and that's what I'm up to. So yeah, I won't get emails or anything like that. You can send as many as you want. If you're wanting to still book a reading, we have a few left over. I'll be closing it down, goodbye, tomorrow at 11 a.m. If you want to book a reading after that, you're just going to get my email response, and you'll have to wait till I come back to see if those spots are still available for those readings. I think we have about 4 left now. And I'm excited to read for you. Also because I'll be coming from such a big place. And I don't know who I'm going to be, And that's the gift, right? That's the juice of going on these pilgrimages or these walks or these journeys or these rites of passage, is that you will not be the same. Every time, I can guarantee, when you go on a psychedelic experience or whatever it is, a journey, you will never be the same person you are. You're always changing, right? Always growing, always affected by what you went through. So I know that I will not be this version of Ash right now, right? I will be I don't know. I have no idea. But I'm excited for it, And I'm excited to bring that all to the readings that I'll come back to be able to channel after being off grid for a month with the earth. That just feels like such powerful medicine. Such powerful medicine that I can't wait to share. I can't wait to feel come through my body. It's a a very big blessing, and I'm grateful to be a part of this team, this crew who's just, they're astounding humans doing huge work in the world, radical, cool, interesting, creative work, and I get to also know them and build relationship. And so it's a dream come true for sure. A dream I didn't even know that I had, right? A dream that just kind of came and told me to come close. So I'm coming close, and I'm going to be with the intimacy of water. And just like, when I was at Indigenous ceremony, the summer has been full of ceremonies. I will tell you, prior to that, I hadn't gone through many ceremonies in a long time. But this summer was like, you're going to go through many ceremonies, and it's going to be a lot of growth really quickly. And I was like, okay, cool. And this is like the kind of final one of summer. But I went through the Indigenous gatherings, the Danza, in Oregon, and that was the week long. And then that was, I'm still wanting to make a video about that, but I will say that the integration of it has been really beautiful, and I realized fire called me. I tended the fire with a whole team, a fire crew, and we did, I think, 2 to 3 temazcals a day for the dancers and the abuelas. And it was so powerful. It was so powerful. And I realized now that, like, oh, water was like, is calling me, and fire called me first. Fire said, come dance with me. I'll teach you how to dance with me. And I did. I learned to move and dance and listen to fire, and it was the most erotic experience of my life. It was so moving and beautiful and intimate, that I got to dance with that fire every night and cry and laugh and shout and get excited, and the fire would dance back, and it was this whole relationship. It was so powerful. So now I'm going to water, right? Water's calling me now, and I'm curious what's in store. I definitely feel a lot of playfulness. I feel a lot of silliness. I feel a lot of song. I'm already getting all these threads of energy coming through. So yeah, I can't wait to share all of it when I'm back. And I just send you all big love. May I see you again. And even if I never saw you again, and this was my final moment, it won't be. Don't worry. I can feel it. I'll be back. But it is a threshold. And every threshold to me is a death. When I go to Sweat Lodge, or when I go, in the woods, or I'm on medicine, like, I'm dying. There are parts of me that are dying and going away, and they're not going to come back. And then there are parts of me that are coming online and remembering again. So it very much is an ending, a goodbye. But I'll see you back in some form. And I send you all so much love, so much tenderness. Be gentle to yourself this month. Call on me if you need me. I'll be in the ethers, in the dream world. And I'll be holding you all, this entire community, with me as I walk, with all the strength behind me and all the ancestors' supports. Yeah. Thank you so much for being here and being a part of this community. Sending you all waters and the medicine to come. See you on the other side.